3, 2, 1.
What's up guys, Josh here from StartReplay.com, and today I'm interviewing Tetsuya Mizuguchi, creative director on REZ and producer on REZ. Mizuguchi-san, it's great to be speaking with you today. I'm a big fan of REZ. As a game, it's very immersive, especially in VR, of all platforms. How have you personally found the transition from PSVR to, I guess, more premium VR headsets such as the Oculus Rift and the HTC Vive?
So, yeah, I have to tell, you know, that was one of my dream, you know, to convert to PC because, you know, I love console, but the console has a lifetime, like, you know, 10 years, maybe 15 years. You know, it's really hard to play the game. So, but the PC is a long lifetime. So, I wanted to convert with the high quality, so up to 4K and the double quality of the texture than PS4. And also, you know, you can play with the major VR headset. So yeah, that was one of the, this is not goal yet, but this is it's a very, you know, important milestone for us. And we are making also a Google Daydream version now. Nice.
Well, yeah, I find with the PSVR is a great VR headset. It's very easily accessible to the public. Anyone who has a PlayStation 4 can pick it up and get going pretty much straight away. But with the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift, I have the Vive and the PSVR. And of course, with them being more premium, you have that superb tracking and the graphics. And as you said, with PC, you can upgrade, and keep pushing those boundaries to how you want to see it. So I understand that, definitely. REZ's soundtrack is often heralded as one of the best gaming soundtracks ever. And I'd have to agree. Can you tell me perhaps a bit more about what inspires you and the team when it comes to the creation of new music in REZ?
So REZ, you know, when you play REZ, you got a sound effects, and sound effects get in the music, like that kind of experience, right? So, you know, and the music is like, you know, many sound effects, and you know, reacting with the visual thing, and maybe, you know, stimulate your emotion or something. Each sound effects consists of music. So I think that one of the, you know, the key and the secret why the REZ music is very minimal, but it's very powerful. So, and you will play and play again and again. So, and maybe you have the big engagement with the music. So I think this is the REZ music, you know.
When you're saying about the motors and things, in at the Sony PlayStation Experience, of course, in 2015, you were wearing, when REZ Infinite was announced, you took to the stage in a specialized silver rumble suit that reacted to the music. Firstly, did you get to keep it once you finished the presentation? And secondly, where can I get one?
First, what is the first?
So, did you get to keep it afterwards?
Keep it?
Yeah, keep the suit. Do you still have it?
Yeah, of course, yes. And we are, you know, keeping to innovate innovation to the next one. So we made the synesthesia, we call it synesthesia suit. So synesthesia suits 2.0 we are making, and so no more silver. Right. So you were wearing the 26 vibrators in it, and you can feel the sound texture. You know, like a bass drum and a kick and a guitar, any type of sound texture you can feel, and that is moving on your body. Yeah. So, and with LED lights. So it's easy to fit, and everybody can see, oh, you know, everybody can guess, you know, red colors, lights, you know, maybe kind of the bass and the bass feel. And moving, you know, yellow around here. Oh, this is like a hi-hat, like that. So, you know, yeah, that kind of suits anyway. So, we want to keep that kind of a creation, you know, maybe to 3.0 in the future. So we have many plans So it's just the beginning. Maybe in the in the future, maybe we can produce for everybody. Yeah, this is one of my dream. Anyway, so.
I'm thinking about the suit and all the motors, and of course many people would probably think about those motors and think about first-person shooters. You know, when they're getting shot, they'll feel like little dots and things. But for music, that is an incredibly immersive way. You're in VR already, but if you're wearing VR and you've got the suit on, it must be unlike anything else you've ever experienced. And you look quite cool on stage in the silver suits with lights and motors. I didn't know it had motors in it from the beginning, but when I looked into it, I was like, wow, I need to get one of these. Yeah. With the original REZ being 15 years old, and given the technology you had to work with at the time, how did you feel when you found out that virtual reality had reached a much higher level for both creators and consumers? Experiencing your work in VR must have been quite special, I guess.
Yeah, this is super special to me. The VR technology, I've been waited long time. So when I made the original first REZ, in my head, imagination, it was like VR. But I needed to squeeze all images and ideas into just square TV screen and 2D, right? So look at the VR, no flame anymore. Everything is 3D, and so my concept is synesthesia. Like a luminous child within. REZ Infinite, everything is like that. So you can see the sound and the music, kind of feeling, and you have some new movement, and a new emotional feel. So I think this is a new type of experience and new power of the gaming, right? And this is kind of a new entertainment as experience. So all the time technology gives me the new inspiration and the new ideas. So I'm waiting the new next. I need the 4K each and 8K each, and so we can make it more and more. So
So 4K or 8K each, and then have you on wires like you're in the game. But what was your personal experience? So you try REZ for the first time as a creator in VR. Can you recall how you felt emotionally? It must have been quite...
Sure. This is the truth. I played Area X first time by myself. I cried. Yeah, so I was so moved. Oh, finally, we got a new era. So we are opening the new era. This is just beginning. So, and maybe not so many people played Resident Infinite in VR yet, but so it's getting the expanding, and it's getting the huge phenomenon in the future. I'm not talking about Res Infinite. So I'm talking about the VR experience. So it's getting the new form and a new type of entertainment of experience.
Rhythm action games for me, I mean, I love music. I love soundtracks, I love listening to them and how that resonates with me personally. I love Hans Zimmer, for instance, and all of his music and how it turns in my head. But VR especially, I played Sound Shield, or one of the VR games where the music is coming towards you and you have to hit the beats with a shield. And just like REZ, when I'm in these games in VR, it connects with me emotionally, and I'm like, you listen to it on an iPod or so and it's great, but when you're in the music, it's something else entirely. And I'm not surprised you cried. I cried the first time when I was playing like musical games in VR, because it's an entirely new dimension. You feel as though you're there, and you can interact with your music, with what you love, unlike anything else. It's so special.
It's a very good episode. Yeah, so I think the VR changed the experience like that. not only just listen to music, not only see the visual. I think that everything is integrated, and this is kind of a new chemistry you have. So, yeah, this is one of the reasons you move and you cry when you not only listen anymore, you touch the sound and the music and move. Yeah, this is a wonderful episode.
If you haven't tried Sound Shield yet in VR, I'd recommend, because you can bring in any of your music. You can download all of your music on a computer and put it into the game, and it's something very, very special. If you're into specific music and you've got a big library, to be inside of those tracks, is something very, very heartfelt. But REZ, for me personally, going to REZ again was near enough the same experience, because you're there, you're looking around, the beats are hitting, you're in that realm. It's unbelievable.
I should play that with Area X music or REZ music.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, I think it's either Sound Shield or Audio Shield. But yeah, check it out. It's so, so good. With technology advancing all the time, and as we said, with VR and 4K opening up new dimensions for REZ in terms of immersion, where do you see the future of the series heading, and have you already got ideas for a potential new REZ game?
So, I have many ideas, and all the time I'm thinking about the future REZ. What is the future REZ? So, after REZ, I made a Child of Eden. This is also, the Kinect, using Kinect like a conductor. So that was a spiritual sequel to REZ, personally. And so the REZ, Child of Eden, and we made the REZ Infinite, and you play the Area X. So Area X is like a prologue to the future. So I'm thinking about that. So what is the next of Area X? So, yeah, this is the hint to the future REZ. I want to make soon as possible.
I can see the passion is flowing out. There's so much excitement and energy, and with music it is like that.
And also, maybe in few years we will have a new technology like AR, MR. So, yeah, I'm also thinking about what is the AR and MR future. So, flying something, and everybody watching from, everybody's point of view. So maybe, we can connect each other. So, can't sleep. It's very exciting to think about that, wow. So, and also, synesthesia. So the synesthesia, we have, that kind of technology is very powerful to produce that kind of experience. So seeing the sound and the visual, blending everything with very high res, high def, quality. And the sound is all 3D, and
Thank you so much, Mizuguchi-san, for talking with me about REZ. I love music just as much as you, and it's really nice to talk with someone with similar views.
When you come to Tokyo next, please wear the suits, synesthesia suits, and the playing REZ with VR, 3D, and the suits, and yes?
I've actually yet to go to Tokyo. I need to visit. So once I do, I will be wearing the suit.